Fuck Dave.
Are we done?
Horrible jokes. This is why y'all love me. But no, there's no like, I'm sorry. Like, as a woman, there'd be no dick out there good enough to risk a multi-million-dollar contract.
Right.
So I asked the men of this show, is there any pussy or underage pussy that would be worth ruining your contract for?
No.
So then why do y'all do it?
Maybe Wander Franco took that line from Project X too seriously. High school pussy for days.
Probably did. Not gonna lie.
Oh my God.
I think he lives by the Matthew McConaughey phrase from Dazed and Confused. I love high school girls because I keep getting older and they stay the same age. I don't even know what to say.
I mean, there's always allegations. This might come out to where he's done nothing. You know, I don't know. I feel like don't need to dive too much into it till we get more information. But
y'all hear that?
No.
Okay, good. Just me. Cool. Great. Glad I made a face when that happened.
Okay.
Because I'm sure that'll get clipped.
I probably will.
Gotta love sometimes fucking Dave, man.
Fucking Dave, man.
We gotta say it at least once an episode. Even though today is fuck Duke.
Duke, you look like a fucking ghost right now. Your skin.
You're
I hope
so
you know
pale.
I mean,
in all fairness, Alec is sitting in the dark. Like his girlfriend of 4 years broke up with him, and
I'm not in the dark.
Together. You look like you are.
I have a lot of light in here, actually.
I do too. I have light in here too.
We know you got too much light.
Jasper.
What?
Give you a spray tan just so you stand out.
That White Sox.
That would be a fun show. That would be a fun show. Take Duke to get a spray tan. I don't even get spray tanned.
Yeah, see
that. Luis Robert Jr.
Oh my gosh.
That White Sox banner behind me, it's Dave's. I stole it. Fuck you, Dave.
Fuck you, Dave.
now it's on my wall in my house. So
now that it's actually pinned up, you can be like, by the way, I stole it.
Of the greatest angel.
Ugh. Whoa, speaking of more news, real quick. Ohtani decided not to pitch.
Fatigued.
He's fatigued.
Can't sustain it forever. I've been saying that.
I don't think he's gonna stay. I don't think he's gonna stay with the Angels. He can't.
Thank you for more reminder. I appreciate
he's definitely a Brave.
What? Oh gosh.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
If they win the World Series this year, oh gosh, he will flock to them.
I don't know. I could see him in Dodger blue. I really could.
Well, anything but Dodger blue, please.
Oh my gosh, are you hitting puberty, buddy? He's so upset about it. His voice is cracking.
Okay.
I mean, he's not gonna stay with the Angels after this season.
Yes, I'm well aware. Why do you think I wanted Jackson Holiday? I know.
You know that Jess is over there like praying he's a Cub.
No,
deep down, yes.
We do. Listen, I'm just hoping we show that we want to keep Cody Bellinger. So that was the conversation I heard today too.
He's leaving.
If he gets $200 million offered,
he's getting paid.
We don't have we have the money to keep him if we want.
One of two things is going to happen. Either they're going to let him go and someone else is going to sign him and overpay, or the Cubs will keep him and he will be shit. Watch, like Hayward. Remember that Hayward contract?
Listen, fuck Hayward. Okay.
Like, I mean,
he's a Dodger. He's in Dodger blue.
Fuck Hayward. Okay. He was the most useless player on the 2016 Cubs. I said it. I said it. He's
Bellinger's
a great guy.
coming back home. He's coming back to
Dodgers or anything. That's fine.
Huh?
Bellinger's coming back home to LA. He's going to be a Dodger.
I don't know.
No.
The Cubs. It's really, so I heard it today and I think it rang true that if the Cubs really want to keep him, they could dish out the money to keep him. But I have also said for years.
They don't need any more.
They don't what?
Dodgers don't need no more.
Why would the Cubs fork out that much money to keep Bellinger when they need pitching?
Because why would the Cubs make a rational decision?
Also, the Cubs have outfielding prospects coming up that are good. They need a third baseman and a first baseman.
Yeah.
Like Pete Crow Armstrong, this Pete Crow Armstrong I keep hearing about, he's supposed to be coming up for the Cubs. And then they have that one guy, Matt Mervis, that's a first baseman. I don't know what happened to him. He came up and sucked, I guess, and got sent back down.
Real quick, as soon as his name got put up on the marquee, they
Yeah. I don't know. If the Cubs, Bellinger's going to require a lot of money. I don't think the Cubs pay up. I don't.
Which I think, is fair. I'm hoping what we're seeing is his last little sputter of goodness. Hey, if he goes to the Dodgers and he sucks, that's good for you, Duke. You can laugh.
I just don't want to see no more talent in Dodger blue. I'm done with it. I've been over it.
Dodgers are like the Yankees, man. Those two teams.
I'm over it, man. I want it to change. It needs to change.
It's always the Dodgers and the Yankees that have all that money to fork out to players, man.
They're smart with their money. I will give them that. The Dodgers and the Yankees are smart with their money. They are strategic with their money. And part of the appeal of them is who wouldn't want to wear a Yankees jersey? Who wouldn't want to wear a Dodger? Okay, fuck off, Duke.
Play at Dodger Stadium. Play at Dodger Stadium.
Neither one on me.
Stadium.
Logically.
Neither one on me.
I mean, look at all the players.
I'm going to get you in a fucking Dodgers jersey.
Never.
Look at all the legendary players that have came through both organizations, though. There's so much historic, yeah, I mean.
Yeah. I mean, they have that behind them. It's kind of like playing for the Cubs. I mean, a lot of times I have said, no, listen.
I'd rather wear that jersey than wear a Yankee jersey.
I'll get you in all of them.
What?
All of them.
Than a Yankee jersey?
The Cubs over the Yankees?
I'd rather wear that instead of a Yankee jersey.
Don't worry, Alec. I'll get him in one of each. Where'd Alec go?
I have no idea.
He just left the meeting. I wonder if the puppy booted him out.
There he is.
With no video.
I had to leave just for you saying that dumb shit.
Why? Who would want to wear Yankee pinstripes?
That's fine. Hey, don't worry. We're gonna get Alec in a Cubs jersey too. I've got at least
I can see you wearing that, yes.
If it was between me retiring from baseball or still being able to play in the men's league and having to play for the Cubs, I'd retire.
You would not retire.
Shit.
This is the thing. He talked about playing there, yes. He did. If the guy were to recruit him, he'd go.
No.
In a heartbeat.
See? So Cub Blue was in him.
I'm an Oriole.
Put it out there. September 28th, Alec will be in a Cubs jersey. I have an Arrieta and a Baez.
Oh, great. Two players that aren't on the team anymore.
Well, you can't fit into my Swanson one. I'm sorry. It's a women's cut. So
two players that aren't even on the team. Don't tell me you were a Baez lover. He's garbage.
He's really bad.
Listen, I fucking hated him as a hitter. He would swing even in.
Oh, he still does.
He still does.
He did everything. They were showing it the other day. It was way outside the box, and he's just swinging at it. I'm
Yep. His plate discipline is awful.
It's bad.
But him at shortstop is fucking magic.
He's gotten worse at that too, though.
He has. But when
I remember when our fan base wanted him.
Holy shit.
I remember when our fan base wanted
him. When he was on the Cubs,
Baez.
I'll admit that. When he was on the Cubs, he used to make some crazy
Why
plays.
wouldn't I? Just like Arrieta. Arrieta was at his prime when he was on the Cubs. Why wouldn't I have his jersey?
I'm surprised you didn't have a Rizzo jersey.
I did not get a Rizzo or a Bryant.
Fuck Bryant. He's trash. Rizzo.
No, there's a Jason Hayward.
Rizzo should have been a lifelong Cub.
He should have, but you know what? I'm kind of happy for him. I know the Yankees are fucking trash, but I'm happy for him.
Bryant was hyped up so much, and he was not good for long at all.
He peaked way early. He peaked in high school and just got lucky at the timing with the Cubs, honestly.
Where he had that MVP year, and that was like it.
Yeah. And we got him for that, so I can't be good. But
I thought he was going to be like a Mike Trout.
No, but
he was hyped up.
Mike Trout.
He was hyped up like that, though. He was.
But speaking of Mike Trout, I heard Mike Trout has been doing some rehab work.
Yeah.
Yep. He was hitting off a pitching machine.
Yeah.
And then they're talking about speeding up the velocity and seeing how he does.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Hopefully that works out. But there's Ace.
Oh, it's Ace. What's
You
up,
see his
buddy?
eyes? He's mad. He got woke up from his nap.
Did you wake him up? I'd be mad
Yeah.
at you too. Why'd you wake him up?
Oh, so he can join on the show for a minute.
He could join at the end. You didn't have to wake him up. That's like waking up a sleeping baby. You only do it when it's not your child. Just hit Duke. Ace, bite Duke tomorrow.
No,
Knock
I'm the
you off.
uncle. You don't bite me.
All
Bite
right,
him.
back to napping.
Go back to sleeping, buddy. But yeah, no, Trout, we'll see what he does. I feel bad for him. I think he deserves to go to another team. So
He'll be a Cub.
where careers go to die or have a slump. I'm aware.
Actually, the careers go to die on the south side.
Speaking of the South
Oh,
Side,
here he's going to die on the south.
speaking of the South Side, do we remember what happened to me this week? Nobody's gonna mention. I'll fucking mention it. AJ Przinsky, see my
Oh,
shit.
yep.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Whatever happened with that?
So we're gonna find out. I told Dave about it. I'm still fangirling a little bit. Fuck Dave. But I am fangirling a little bit, so I don't really want to reach out and be unprofessional and fangirl. Because even though I am a Cubs fan, AJ Przinsky was like my era of growing up baseball.
Well, we all know that punch he took from the Cubs.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Ooh, maybe I should ask him about that. Be like, so how does it feel to know you got hit in the face?
If we could have him on the show, that'd be great, and we'd have to ask him about that.
I want to ask him about that. He does have a podcast, so I don't know. I was listening to that because they brought on the ESPN correspondent, Jesse Rogers, that kind of broke that whole story about the Sox culture, which was interesting to me because I kind of want to bring that up again because he said something. He said, that's just how it was. Like that was AJ's take. It was just normal to us. But my question, because Alec, you are more versed on the Sox and that is your team, do you think it is the same culture that AJ was in, the same locker room as what they're seeing now?
No, and you said that was his response, is that it's the same?
Yeah, that it was normal. They didn't know any different. That it's been that way for a long time and they just considered it normal. Or is it a different group of people handling the same kind of normal?
That's probably what it is, because I don't see how any team can be remotely good in terms of being a winning team or winning a championship when that's your clubhouse environment. I just, I'm not buying that.
No,
He did respond. I thought that was the only response you got was the I did. So he responded more.
Well, no, that was his response on the podcast to Jesse Rogers. I am trying to keep my cool. You would think with the people that I know that I've gotten to meet, getting to meet Mark DeRosa, getting to meet Brian McCann, Jeff Francoeur, who all live around here, I would know how to compose myself. But something about it being like a Chicago player, it's like Mark was a Chicago player, but he hit a bunch of different teams. And I kind of got over my fangirl real quick with him. Mostly because I think I fangirled more over his wife because she's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Sorry, had a moment. But I have not continued. But I figured if we talk, side note, he might get a snippet of our podcast, and then we'll see if he wants to come on, because I would like to discuss that. I would want to know more about that culture. Does he really think it's the same?
Yeah.
And it's just different people in it? Did it get worse? Did you lose, did say somebody like Ozzy have at least a ability to control it while letting the guys think they could run free.
Yeah.
Where now they don't have that.
I think that he's on top of shit. I thought they were maybe going to hire him this offseason, but he got interviewed and it didn't, they went another direction. But I think that Ozzy has that laid back mindset, but also can be strict and on top of you when you need to be,
I think I told somebody who reminded me of like a Mike Ditka type of coach, but the
Mhm.
baseball version, right?
Yeah.
Like you knew when he got on your ass, he wasn't fucking around.
Yeah. I just don't think that type of culture in the organization and the clubhouse would translate to winning baseball. So I don't know. That doesn't really, I'm not buying that.
I don't think so either. And I mean, it is a different generation of guys that are in there, right? AJ comes from an old school group of guys that didn't get offended very easily. It didn't have soft ego. Is my perspective.
Mhm.
So maybe that is the question. What would you like me to ask AJ since we're now friends?
I think Jess wants to ask him questions that don't involve baseball.
He's married, okay?
AJ, what's your dick size?
This big.
Oh my God. No, that's Duke.
No.
That's why he's gonna wear every uniform I ask him to wear. Come on, Duke. Put on a Dodgers jersey for me.
No. Never.
Number 69, Messenger on the back.
No.
Shut up, you're ruining it, Alec. Please, Duke.
No. Not even that kind of voice. I know what you're trying to fucking do. I've been around that too much.
All right, what about the Yankees?
No. Never in my life.
What about the Astros?
Oh, fuck that. I'm not even
Never in
cool
my
enough
life.
to even ask.
The Rangers?
No. The Rangers?
The
I can fuck
Mariners?
with the Rangers jersey.
So and those are teams in your division.
Yeah, because Junior was there.
We're trying to get there.
Those
Okay.
two I can handle.
Moving on.
What's the next
hold
one,
on.
Jess? I know you're going to do another puppy
All
dog
right.
face. What's the next one?
Please. You can also have the outline. So
Which
we talked about
one? You
AJ.
didn't
We're
ask
going to try and get him on the
questions.
show because I think he should be on the show. So now we need
Don't
to
avoid
talk
that.
into-
What's the next one?
Breaking news on the NFL front. I know this is a baseball show, but Dalvin Cook has signed with the New York Jets.
That's
wait, say that
a
again?
huge pickup.
Dalvin Cook signing with the New York Jets. Those Jets, man, are going to be good.
They're going to be very good this year.
Hey, how did the first preseason weekend go? Just real quick.
Rookie quarterback struggled. Not much. You didn't miss much.
Because Braves were playing the Mets.
Well, you know what I posted on Facebook about the Bears, so.
Yeah, you stupid fucking Colts fan.
You got to admit, though, as a Bears fan, is that not what Bears fans do every year?
They do hype up too much. They do.
Well, listen, it's like being a Cubs fan, okay? You have to be cautiously optimistic.
Oh, geez.
We talk shit during
Cautiously optimistic is
spring
putting it
training.
lightly.
Listen, the whole football rivalry is going to be just as bad. Wait, Duke, are you a Colts fan too? How did I end up on this show?
Oh, Bears
I'm trying
fans
to
just
think
hate us
when-
for one reason.
Oh, I do actually. Here,
What's
Jess.
that?
Here you go.
What's that? What's the reason?
Custom headphones.
Does that answer your question? Is it me that's
Anyway.
All right, back on track. We could
Neither
talk
front.
about the Braves slump
Yeah, the Braves.
that everybody keeps telling me. Oh, they're in a slump.
I mean,
Is it a slump when you're 11 games ahead?
I mean,
Or is it a Braves slump?
I think the Braves are going to be fine. I watched their game last night. They lost a close one against the Mets on Sunday Night Baseball, which Why do the Mets keep going on Sunday Night Baseball? I will never know, but
Because they're
Why do the
who
Mets
they
do it
took
too?
off. What?
Why do
What,
the Mets
Duke?
keep getting on there too?
yeah, I don't know. But I think the Braves will be fine. They're still my World Series pick, which we'll get to later. But
Yeah, they're mine. I mean, I go see them Friday, so
they'll lock in when the time is needed to be locked in. So we know that.
I think so. Well, and I think it's kind of like a laid back
Probably not.
approach right now, right? Like if you're going to have a slump, it needs have it now. And they're just a little bit like we're 11 games ahead, like whatever. As Matt Olson hits yet another bomb.
43 on the year.
Oh my gosh! Like
Hey, and
Freddie
Braves thought that fans thought that Freddie would be missed in the lineup. They're doing just fine.
we don't miss him, just like they don't miss Swanson.
Swanson's hitting 250. He's average.
But like I said, I want consistency. You don't need to be hitting 43 home runs. Duke, shut your fucking mouth.
If Duke is a 300, or if Swanson's a 300 hitter and stealing all these bags, and that'd be great. But he's just hitting 250. I mean, he's more valuable on defense, in my opinion. Swanson.
Yeah.
I think Arcia,
Swanson's betting a good 257.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's not bad. Hey, listen, it's consistent, it's average, just like fucking just get used to the team. But
just like her
since
good old
Brady-
Patrick Wisdom, a 197.
you know what? Shut up about Patrick Wisdom, okay?
Let me imitate.
He's in timeout. He is on my team timeout.
Duke, stop watching your TV, motherfucker.
I'm on my screen. I'm focused.
How close are you two that Alec could have called that you're not looking and focusing on us right now, though?
I am.
How
I'm at
close
my
are you
house.
two? How close
I'm
are you
multitasking.
two? As far as a relationship?
Oh, we're close. We've been close since Pop Warner.
Do you
Yeah.
want to stand by that statement of how close you are?
Really, I know what
Neither one of you, like you're like, I don't know how to respond to this. All right, so since
can
the
read- I
Braves
can
are
read
up a
that.
lot,
National League leaders. National League leaders.
they're clinching their division. No
Brewers.
worries. So we've got.
Braves,
So let's start
Dodgers.
talking wild card and
Walker.
postseason. Right? National League, kind of easy, kind of not. So we've got Braves, Brewers, and Dodgers leading their divisions. Braves are going to win theirs. That's a no-brainer. Brewers can kind of be knocked out at any time. Dodgers, fuck the Dodgers. They play Little League baseball in their division. Am I wrong?
The Brewers
No, they do.
could. The Brewers just swept the Sox, though. They gained some games on the Cubs.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's
The Giants are playing really well.
Giants are playing. That's who I'm seeing on Friday. So I'm going to
That's
see
who
them
the
play.
Giants are second in the wild card.
Yep. So we've got Phillies. They're up 3 games, which if they can keep going, unfortunately, I don't think my Cubs really have a chance. We'll see how the Giants do. I'm curious to see how they stand up against the Braves.
Yeah.
I'm a mom. I see everything. Even if I don't say I see it, I see everything.
Miami is sitting there.
Yeah, Miami is sitting there.
Good
They're,
old
just, they're in the middle. Like,
Good old Jake Berger with the walk-off hit yesterday for the Marlins.
yeah, I did see that. That was
And how he says he's having the time of his life over there.
like
That was like one of the only players that you could actually that actually tried.
well, yeah, that's fair.
Marcus
But
Stroman expected back for the Cubs against the White Sox.
yep, so Stroman's been on the IL. He's supposed to be coming back.
He hasn't been pitching good in the second half.
No, but we'll see what happens. But we do play your White Sox, so
I won't be watching.
why? Why won't you watch?
I don't watch Sox games anymore.
Okay, I know, how bad of a Sox fan are you?
I'm not a bad Sox.
I mean, when they're 47 and 72,
There's just a certain point where you get fed up and you're like,
you
I'm
do kind
mentally
of get fed up.
See, this
I'm to
is
the point where I'm mentally checked into almost football season. We're almost shifting into that. I'm locking into that.
why because your team is doing so bad. But I will say this is the difference between Sox fans and Cubs fans. Like true Cubs fans, not bandwagon, not I want to go see the stadium because it's on my bucket list Cubs fans. True Cubs, we're going to watch it out. You gotta tell us we're like out of it before we're going to be done.
This is the thing that I get irritated with Cubs fans with, because I had this conversation with people a couple years ago, or was it last year, when they started trading Rizzo and Baez and all them. You can look back on images online. The fucking seats at Wrigley were starting to be like the White Sox. It was not filling up. So I don't want to hear about the bandwagon shit, because
it is not a bandwagon.
Wrigley Field was looking pretty bare in the seats for a little bit.
Well, yeah, because everybody was only going to see Bryant and Rizzo and that.
Exactly.
Which is fine. Bandwagon fans can get the fuck out and everybody else will stay.
There's a difference, though, with White Sox management. It makes you just cringe. It's frustrating.
It is very frustrating.
I mean, I've put a lot of money in going to many games this year to the White Sox, and they just always let you down. And it gets to that point now where in middle August, football's almost here, and it's like, well, the White Sox won't be playing much longer, so
might as well go start looking at the Colts, huh?
Not even that. I mean, you got fantasy football. Football. Me and Duke are big fans of football in general. Even if my team isn't good, I'll watch on Sunday all day on Sundays.
That's fair. We do that too. It's like come home, start. God, now I want fall. Shit, now I sound like a basic white girl. All right, let's
pumpkin spice, Jess.
No, not pumpkin spice. Whiskey. Where's my? Oh no.
No more.
Where's the Rumplemans?
Yeah, where's the Rumplemans?
God, that and Malort are like true Chicago things. Listen, Rumplemans, nobody down here knows nothing about Rumplemans, and nobody up there knows anything about Malort. And they're like, what? I was like, it's like regret that you willingly buy and know you're going to regret and yet still continue to consume the regret.
Quick question, because it just came to my mind. When you called Dave, did he answer? Probably not.
Immediately.
Did he really?
Pretty much. I think it rang like 2 or 3 times.
Wow. So what did he say? What the fuck did that guy
So what that tells me is I am the favorite child.
Besides me.
Put on a fucking Yankees uniform. Like, just
never. Let's
you
just
can do that face all you want. That's never.
What did that fucking guy have to say? I want to know.
That we could talk as long as we want. They'll edit it down for us. Stay focused, which clearly we're doing great. We're doing great, guys. And then we're just talking about getting everything else up and running. Because we want to get on Spotify. We want it to be more audio.
Yeah.
And we were just tossing around a couple ideas, and I kind of wrote his ass about like we need to get it on there.
Yeah.
So we're working on it. I'm working on it. Okay?
American League leaders. We got the Minnesota Twins in the AL Central.
Yep.
The Orioles in the East. The Rangers in the West. Who now have Scherzer obviously in the rotation. DeGrom's still out, and he will be out for a while till next year. Do we feel comfortable about these teams that are on top in the divisions in the AL?
Yes.
So we've got what? Tampa Bay is up 5 games. Astros are up 2.5. Blue Jays right in the middle. Mariners are down 1.5 games. I don't think the Mariners are going to do anything.
I will say that Mariner team has been on fire. They have.
It has.
Blue Jays are fucking losing 2 out of 3 to the Cubs and shit. Terrible. Dude, you know what's funny? I'll admit this on the show right now. How like I'll admit, as a Sox fan, you see the Cubs are doing well, you get a little jealous. I look at the Cubs scores lately more than the Sox because I'm like, fuck, they keep winning. I don't want the Cubs to make the playoffs. I don't.
We might, but we've got to stay consistent. So as far as the NL goes, like we would really have to be consistent, and Phillies would kind of have to really drop the ball all of a sudden.
But anyway, that was back to NL for a minute. But Tampa Bay up 5 games. The Orioles had caught them for a minute though, didn't they? And then they just let it slip, huh? In the last week or so.
They did. And it could be another situation where they're just like,
Wait a
you
minute.
know.
No. Our notes are wrong here, Jess. Orioles, it says, is a leader, and Tampa Bay's up 5 games. That doesn't make sense because they're in the same division.
Tampa's up 5 in the wild card.
In the
Five in the
wild
wild
card.
card.
In the wild
We're
card.
talking
right here.
wild card.
In the wild card. I got you.
Right.
Okay.
We've got division leaders and wild card.
I have a feeling. Tell me why I have a feeling that this happens every fucking year. The Astros will just come out of nowhere and just start whooping ass.
Fuck Altuve. If I had the chance, just like Joe Kelly, I would beam that motherfucker in a heartbeat.
Trust me, I hate
Frick
me.
that midget.
Me and Duke hate the Astros too, but it's like in the playoffs they know they're on their shit. They always are. Those trash cans are banging, baby.
I mean,
You know
they are phenomenal at cheating. So it makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Which still to this day stings because Brian McCann was on that winning team, on that World Series winning team.
That's right, he was. Yeah,
And it kills me that it is tainted like that. Like a handful of people ruin it for the fucking group. Right?
Mhm.
Like you have those few people, and they weren't even like remorseful about what they fucking, which honestly, at the end of the day, if you ask anybody, is really what everybody's pissed off about. You acted like an arrogant son of a bitch when you got caught. That's why.
The AL has been weak.
The AL, and I think all season too, we've said it's basically going to be the Braves and whoever can pull it out on the AL.
Yeah. I mean, who do we see winning the wild card on the AL side? And I mean,
let me pull up the
As far as
MLB.
winners,
you got to put the Astros. You got to put the Astros in there because obviously the Rangers are winning that division.
So if we're looking at it,
The Astros got Verlander now again.
the Astros do have Verlander.
that Verlander
Yeah.
also, I think, is falling off a little bit. I
The
think
Astros pitching is good. They got Framber Valdez.
the Rangers had the better pitching staff of that division, so we'll go with that.
I mean, it really, and that's the hard thing is the current like last 10. I mean, Houston is 6-4 and Tampa Bay is 5-5. So there is they are just neck and neck, which sucks because for me, I'd rather Tampa Bay go into the wild card and then duke it out that way. Fight it out. You know, like because that just would be a much better fit. And then it come down. I mean, the Twins are out of it. Like that's like a pity division lead. But, then it comes down to the Orioles and it comes down to the Rangers. And like we said, Rangers just acquired Scherzer. But I don't think he even comes into pitch, if I remember correctly, for a while. So they just acquired Scherzer. Honestly, though, if Houston gets in, I would love to see them annihilated by anybody. Like anybody. I don't care. You want to pull a little league team in there that'll annihilate them? I don't fucking care. Go rogue. But just the AL is just so weak this year. I mean, we saw it even at the All-Star game.
Break,
About it. Right before the All-Star break. It's just such a weak division that it's hard to have faith in all of those teams because you feel like, and I mean, the Diamondbacks, for a while, they're another team. I know they're in the NL, but it's kind of a team like this where you're just kind of waiting for the collapse. Like we talked big about Tampa Bay. I thought for sure they would, be the winner of their division. And now they're, it's just about like which team is going to collapse first.
Yep.
So, and unfortunately, like you said, Alec, like Houston has a history of just kind of skating by until the end of the season.
Yep.
Just enough that Braves and Orioles.
I'm going
Braves
Braves, Orioles. Braves, Orioles, Orioles winning.
Why do you pick the underdog? That's almost annoying.
He's shaking his head. Do you know the Braves history? Why are you shaking your head?
They do. That is fair. The Braves are notorious for choking in postseason.
But Duke was choking on the Rangers last week hard.
Yeah, you were.
Ochi has won 3 of them.
Here we go again. Now he's slurping again.
I wish that was our manager.
Which one is it? Rangers, Orioles?
But Rangers, Orioles. Rangers, Orioles.
You're gonna go with the Orioles, who don't have that experience with when Bochy with the Rangers. He
If
has
we're talking
that.
about the experience aspect, I'm gonna go with the Rangers.
So fucking pick.
No. So who's your fucking pick?
We're gonna go still with the Orioles.
Oh my god.
And Orioles. What? Anyways, Alec, what's your pick?
You got the Braves winning against the Rangers still.
You still think the Rangers are going to pull it out?
Nope. Braves are pulling it out against
No.
the
I mean that the Rangers are going to be the AL.
I do, because look at the AL. It's been weak, and I think they're still better than those teams that are up there.
They kind of have a weaker school, or like I mean, they're 70 and 48. Baltimore 73 and 45. Just
Yeah,
saying. But I will give you this. Like they
Scherzer in the playoffs. We'll see.
All right. Well, let's see. All right, somebody hit the stop record button.
Got it.
Finally, I can take my pants off.